Now, I want us to sit back and imagine what will happen if Trump gets his Fed cuts. What happens if rates collapse down to 1% on the short end? And obviously, we will get a tsunami of borrowing from Besson, who will issue hundreds of billions on the shorter end of the curve. But what does this do? It increases the money supply in the US and spikes inflation. In that case, it could or probably would cause investors to panic. And when they panic, they want a higher return to lend money on the longer end of the curve. That's one area where they can control. And because that's the only place the Fed can't really manipulate, market dynamics will force long-term rates up. And it's why Trump is trying to corner the Fed today is just so dangerous. It's simply bonkers.
He's doing the service, a very disservice. And then he goes up and talks about, I'd like to see costs come down. You know, he gets up and he does his little thing for 5 minutes, and he goes out and he goes back to the beach. He goes, I'd like to see costs come down. Well, he could lower the interest cost by $900 billion a year. All he has to do is lower rates. And everybody's saying, I was watching some of the business shows today, and they're saying, you know, Trump's right. He should really be cutting. The country's doing well. We have no inflation. Now, despite him, we're doing great. But if we got the rates down, we would be a rocket ship.
And at this point, maybe it's better for Trump himself to just become the Fed chair, right? At least it'll be more effective.